Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. After all, the teen mom alum shared how she celebrated her and fiancé Elijah Scott's twins Verse and Valley for their birthday, which included a Halloween-themed party. I cannot believe the twins are already one, Kailyn wrote on Instagram October 29. They have brought so much joy into our family. Happy birthday, Verse and Valley, we love you. The MTV alum made sure to go all out of their special day with a ghost-themed birthday smash cake for each baby, ghost and skeleton cutouts, balloons, and LED signs of their names. In one clip, Verse, in a green pajama set, and Valley, in a pink set, beamed as they dug into their cakes. The 32-year-old, who also shares Rio, 22 months, with Elijah, Isaac, 14, with ex-Joe Rivera, Lincoln, 10, with former husband Javi Marroquin, and Lux, 7, and Creed, 4, with ex-Chris Lopez, knows it's crucial to prioritize each of her kids no matter what. It has been so important to me to give each of my kids individual time, she told E! News last month. So if at any point anything I'm doing career-wise impacts my ability to have individual time and family time, I have to scale it back. My kids know they can talk to me about anything, whether it's really heavy or it's not, Kailyn explained. I felt at a loss when I was a teenager, just trying to figure things out on my own, and I don't want my kids to do that. But she also knows that parents, including herself, aren't perfect. We are human, no matter how old you are, so whatever they're feeling in the moment is okay, she added. We just have to figure out how to handle it. And although Kailyn decided to have her twos tied after welcoming the twins, she's still open to the idea of more kids running around their home. One day I'm like, okay, I'm definitely done, she previously told E! Yesterday, one of my girlfriends and I were laughing at wrestling, talking about, we're definitely done. But if you asked me 2 days ago, Elijah and I might have been planning to do IVF or something, I don't know. You think you're done, and then you have these last squishy moments, she admitted. I remember going through the twins' 3-month clothing, and I'm like, this is the last time I'm ever going to do this. Like, are we sure we're done? Isaac. Kailyn Lowry was just 17 when she and high school boyfriend Joe Rivera welcomed their eldest son, Isaac Elliot Rivera, on January 18, 2010. And though they split a year later, the exes have settled into a comfortable co-parenting arrangement, Kailyn even hosting her baby mama's no-drama podcast with Joe's wife, V. Rivera. We've come a long way since we were 18, Kailyn wrote on X after attending Joe and V's 2018 wedding. I couldn't ask for a better stepmom for Isaac. As for her oldest son, we have literally grown up together, but in some ways he's even more grown than I am, she wrote in an Instagram tribute on his 13th birthday, describing the devoted Olivia Rodrigo fan, musician and basketball player as thoughtful, brilliant, funny, and at times the smartest. The Delaware State grad praised his caring heart. I think what really inspires me about him is the way he challenges social norms, she wrote. Because he is curious and open-minded, he can form his own thoughts and opinions. Isaac also accepts people for who they are and never how they're supposed to be. More people should be like him. Lincoln. Lincoln Marshall Marroquin joined the squad on November 16, 2013, roughly a year after the then-star of Teen Mom 2 with his father Javi Marroquin. Very much into sports, as Kailyn described the tween in a 2022 episode of her Barely Famous podcast. He spends a significant portion of his time bouncing between basketball and football games. He even had an NBA-themed bash for his 10th birthday, with a nod to his favorite player, Allen Iverson. No surprise, then, that he provided an assist when it came time to think up a name for his youngest brother. Verse came from Iverson, which is the name that Lincoln recommended, Kailyn revealed in a February 2024 TikTok. Obviously, it would be on his list because he's a huge basketball fan. and an all-star sibling. To know Lincoln is to love him, she wrote in a 2022 birthday tribute. Dedicated, smart, handsome, and the best brother out there. Lux, football, wrestling, Rubik's Cubes, and Michael Jackson. These are a few of Lux Russell Lowry's favorite things. Kailyn's first child with ex-boyfriend Chris Lopez, Lux was born on August 5, 2017. Though she and Chris would continue their on and off romance for several years, right now, we don't communicate at all, she revealed to E! News in 2020. I'm hoping that it will get better with time, but I don't have a big vision. I don't have anything negative to say. I hope for our kids that everything works itself out in whatever direction that may be. And whichever way Lux heads, he's getting there fast. Lux came into this world at lightning speed and has kept us on our toes every single day since, Kailyn wrote while celebrating his 6th birthday with a WVD-themed bash. I love this little Leo baby so much. Creed. Ahead of Creed Romello Lowry Lopez's July 30, 2020 arrival, Kailyn admitted to wrestling with a huge decision. I hid the pregnancy for so long just because I didn't know what I was going to do, if I was going to keep the baby or not, she explained to E! News shortly after his birth. That was really heavy for me, and I really was struggling during that time. Though her relationship with Creed's dad, Chris, was notably rocky, one glance at his ultrasound sealed her decision. Much like his older siblings, all 3 of them have asked to hold a baby, and they're super loving on him, Kailyn told E! The podcaster was smitten from day one. Creed, Romello, Mello, Romy, Rome, Biggie, Biggs, she wrote on his 3rd birthday, a joint WDE feat with Lux. No words could accurately describe my love for this little firecracker, so I'll save the sap for real life. I wanted to be able to tell my own story on my own terms, Kailyn explained to People of Keeping news of her 5th son Rio private until well after his November 2022 birth. Though she acknowledged he had a little bit of a traumatic entrance into this world where he went to the NICU. Due to breathing issues and fluid in his lungs, he's been the best baby ever. First-time dad Elijah Scott deserves some props as well. It's been very different from my other partners and my kids' other dads, she said of her boyfriend. He pours concrete, he gets down and dirty at work, but he's also just a real family man. He's very much connected with his own family, with our family, and so he's been a really good partner to me. And I feel like it's a really good match. Which is perhaps why her first few months with Rio inspired her to keep the party going. Honestly, being a mom to 4 was harder than 5, but I think that was because my number 4 is so spicy, Kailyn revealed. Number 5 is fantastic. He's the world's greatest baby-like. If all my babies were like this, I'd have 10 more. Cut 2. Verse and Valley. Kailyn finally entered her girl mom era in late October 2023 with the arrival of Verse and Valley, her 2nd and 3rd children with boyfriend Elijah. Valley, named for Kailyn's childhood growing up in Pennsylvania's Lehigh Valley, endured a longer NICU stay than her brother as she worked through some feeding issues. I had never seen a baby in my life not wake up to eat or show signs of hunger, Kailyn explained on a January 2024 episode of Barely Famous. She would just sleep through feedings. She never had any feeding cues, and when I tried to feed her, she wouldn't take a bottle. And though Kailyn continues to worry about the twins' bond after their extended separation, I'm trying to remagnetize them to get them back to where they were. She's thrilled that her family is finally whole. I feel grateful, thankful, fulfilled, happy, complete, she noted. We're putting an addition on our house because of this. I feel so blessed. They are good babies.